it, but it's come back. I don't know if any of you have mothers from here who used to go to Holiday LA back in the days, but it used to be a big thing to do. JLA signature fundraising events, established Volunteer Albuquerque, endorsed, I'm almost done guys, a restraint device legislation, treatment facility for mentally ill and violent adolescents, and had severe DWI penalties, which obviously that has not gone so far. Established the Rio Grande Zoo project for the trainable mentally retarded children. That program is called Amaze. We helped start that. It still exists today. It's a very cool program. So we're on to the 90s. I'm trying to go quickly, but hopefully you're hearing buzzwords like, I had no idea they started that. They started the Family Focus Center at Zia Elementary School. They got a grant that year for $100,000 to start that, which is a grant for that is pretty unheard of when we're begging for grants in the 10,000 or under range for the most part. Established Parent Craft, funded scholarships for parenting classes, established the Women's Housing Coalition, established Arts Reaching to the Stars program. I think that year we had Randy Travis come in for a fundraiser. It was very cool. Established the Peanut Butter and Jelly Family Services and made the second cookbook, Taste of Enchantment. They also provided funds to Hurricane Andrew, Albuquerque Museum, Peanut Butter and Jelly Therapeutic Preschool, built their playground, gave them $25,000, and funded many Albuquerque programs, $50,000 total. So this is not including even our relationship with the Albuquerque Community Foundation, which somewhere down the road, maybe you'll invite me back to explain that to you, which I'll make more interesting. But we were a starter in that as well, which has been important to our community. So let me look at my notes here. Okay, if it makes you feel better, I have this much more to go. So finally, in 2000, we helped unveil and establish Explora, created the Homework Center in the public library, focused on Make a Difference Day, which put 1,700 volunteers in 77 nonprofits and worked 117 projects total. Helped raise $80,000 to purchase a pediatric helicopter. Worked with ARCA, assisted in Crossroads. Crossroads provides life skills and training to women who are in prison. Started our own Kids in the Kitchen. Collaborate with Cuidando Los Niños. Built the Ronald McDonald Family Room, which is in the pediatric wing of UNMH. And we are just past our 60th anniversary in the Junior League of Albuquerque. Worked on Hunger for Hope, Kids in the Kitchen, Done in a Day, and now you're working on Project New Day, which is really cool. So, obviously this is a huge history. The fun part of this, for some of you, is going to be how you raise the money and how you throw the events to get the money to these people. What I want you to understand, what I like to tell new members is this. Sometimes when you join the Junior League, you don't quite get what it is. You might leave here and not know what it is. And for some of you, you want that volunteer opportunity where you're going to build the house and you're going to see the family walk in and hug you and everybody's going to cry and you did something great. And that happens periodically in the Junior League, maybe in a Done in a Day project. But what you also have to understand, I hope you understand from me reading all of these things to you, is often what you're doing in the Junior League is literally just planting the seeds. And so you have to be patient, but I always say to watch the tree grow. Because a lot of these women who started Explora, who started Cuidando Los Niños, or Peanut Butter and Jelly, or the UNM Family Room, just started it and didn't see it grow. And so 5 years, 10 years later, they went, I can't believe we funded this project, and look at Explora now. So why? It doesn't matter why you joined the Junior League, whether it's you're new to town, you want to meet new friends, you're networking, you heard it's fun. It's going to be all of those things for all of you. But what I do, again, want you to do is to be patient, that you're not going to get sometimes that immediate, like, oh, the house is built, And I did it feeling you're going to lay the groundwork and you're going to stick with it and see the huge, huge impact that you've made in the junior league. One thing that we always talk about in our league is our lack of marketing, because people in the community have no idea, when I read off that entire long list, that the Junior League of Albuquerque established all of those things. So if you go to the zoo, or if you go to the Community Foundation, or you go to Explora, or you have to be at UNMH for some reason, or the Ronald McDonald House, it will always say Junior League. It says it this big, which is fine with us. We're not in it for the big banner. But I do want you to recognize what a huge impact you're making, and I think that you'll have fun along the way. So enjoy your time. If you get frustrated, if you think this is dumb and not what I expected, if you feel like you're walking into the meetings and everybody's sitting in groups of friends and you're not alone, and I'd be happy to talk to you about it, because obviously I have been in this for 10 years, because Michelle Tiglar back there won't quite let me go, but I'm close. But I will tell you that if you were kind to say other things I'm involved in, there's not a board in town that I have been involved in, or any fundraising event that I've done, that there hasn't been junior league members. There's always junior league members, and that frankly is the point of junior league. They are training you to be a volunteer in the community. They want you to be here as long as you can, and then they want you to disperse and take everything you learned from the junior league and apply it to every other board or community event that you plan to be involved with. Because if someone says you're in the Junior League of Albuquerque, they want you in a heartbeat, because they know that you know how to do all these wonderful things. So thanks for letting me talk too long, and
Erin,
enjoy your time. Yes?
Erin, can you talk a little bit about being a sustainer? Because you are one of our sustainer advisors. So
Right.
Can you kind of just explain what sustainer is and what your role will be this year?
Sure. A sustainer is somebody who is finished with the league and chooses to be in a sustainer role, which basically means you get to still be involved in the league. You would still get the league log. You would still attend league events. You would support the league financially, but you would go to parties, frankly. And it's fun, actually, because I love the older women in the league. I love this woman. Her name's Ellen Ann Ryan. I'm constantly talking about her. She's this woman that's about this big, and she can't drive anymore, and she has this cute little house. She tells the best stories ever. So I love being a sustainer, because I love being with the much older women. They tell you hilarious stories, and obviously older people have things that we all could learn about. But my role now is to be a sustainer advisor on the board. So I come to Michelle's board meetings and chime in if I think it's appropriate, and occasionally chime in if she doesn't even want me to. Anything else I'm forgetting about a sustainer? Michelle, do you want me to say? No?
Just that it's for our junior league here locally, we always tend to have about 110, 120 active members, and then we carry about 250 to 300 sustainer members. And the history and the support they have given to the league over decades is immeasurable. So it's a wonderful thing that we keep that relationship with our sustainers.
And they love, the older ones especially love you guys. They love reading about you in the league log. They love hearing about what you're doing. They love supporting what you're doing. It makes them really proud, because they're proud of all this work that they've done, and they're excited about what you're carrying on. So, anything else? All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.